What if the Traveler is also unavailable? What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. To this mess. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Ah, Traveler. Great, you made it.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Sango? Compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic. Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown. The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right. The General has gone missing.
If the General was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that? Please ignore Sango's nonsense, Traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizou. He works as a special detective at the... He is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Sango, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Sango's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope. Not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Needless to say, Sango and Heizou have a bit of a history. Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Sango, Heizou was an obstacle.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizou has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy. Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heizou truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side. Actually, we get along great. But Sango has always asked me to keep my distance.
Hello,
and not to
love
act like I
you.
know him in public settings. So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Shikanoin a few times. If it hadn't been for... well, let's not get into that. Anyway, well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh!
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs? So his name is Shikanoin Heizou, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant. But I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sangonomiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
Say no more! Retribution! I will have order. Finally, I gather to the very end.
Well, well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first? I got so excited, I nearly forgot to introduce myself. Ahem. The name's Shikanoin Heizou, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way. Huh. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do. That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here. Because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you? I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away? Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
What? Paimon's just here to take a look. And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried she might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
She can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be her voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice! Paimon's emergency food! Wait! Oh, Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon. We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryou Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses, but guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream. The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying, "Something vital is missing on this island." Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air? What could it be?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops.
Oh. Food, huh? You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place. So I became... Some people believe that dreams represent the Divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling find. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point. Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them. Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me find the answer to my dream. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery. Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee. So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station. It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a sap. Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
So, have you found anything? Yes, I've found pretty much the same.
Aren't these all super expensive?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Huh? What do you mean?
No, that's unlikely. Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed a caravan. If we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being plundered. Perfect. I knew you'd be a huge help.
Well, duh! The Traveler is Paimon's companion after all.
Captain, I see you found the detective. You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome. Incidents of stolen goods. Now, troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very...
That's strange.
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown origin?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow, so we know it's local.
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. He's responsible for the caravans and is usually in the village at night preparing the goods.
Great. Thank you for all the info.
Hey, Traveler! It's been a while. I've missed you. Why didn't you inform me that you'd be coming over today?
General Goro.
You're dismissed, Shibata. You may go about your other duties while I catch up with the Traveler.
Yes, General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods. Is that right?
That's right! We found a lot of Watatsumi's valuable products in an Ibushi camp.
I see. So you've come to ask if we know of any relevant cases. Well, I'm ashamed to say that, yes, the caravans have been plundered. And not just once, I'm afraid. We had already dispatched additional forces to protect the caravans, yet the crooks still managed to get away with the goods.
And you're concerned that if this kind of news were to get out, it would undermine the confidence of other caravans. So you didn't make it public, and instead kept the news to only a select few.
That's correct. I never expected you to be so concerned about Watatsumi's affairs, Detective Heizou.
Just a force of habit, really. As a detective, I notice these kinds of things.
Oh, so you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizou from the soldiers' reports. We've never met in person.
Darn it. You're right. Now that you mention it, I've been on Watatsumi Island all this time and still haven't properly introduced myself. Man alive, please forgive me. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Shikanoin Heizou of the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for stepping in and helping recover those goods.
Don't mention it. You never know what you'll find when you're out for a stroll. But if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this sort of situation will continue cropping up for you.
Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravans, but we also dispatched personnel to investigate the culprits. The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, and that their target is none other than Watatsumi Island's valuable resources. But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given that,
Rito, the island where the International Trade Association is located is not part of your territory yet.
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizou.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're going to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this, right?
You're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intentions. And of course, we will prepare a generous reward for you. The recent end of the war, trade and commerce have now become an important component of Watatsumi Island's development. Ensuring safety of the trade routes is critical, and we can't afford any further incidents. So, will you Heizou?
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what she wishes.
Great! With both Detective Heizou and the Traveler on the case, the situation is now in your capable hands. I look forward to hearing your report when you get back.
All right, we'll take care of it. Traveler.
You're not trying to get away from Goro so he can't overhear us, are you?
Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon has her moment. Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
What? How could you say that? Although
Good people can be deceptive, too. Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental. Sangonomiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island, yet I had never seen General Goro even once. But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro thinks she's more capable.
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner rather than wait until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on Rito will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious? But this is all just a hunch you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not believe me. I sense something special about Goro.
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, I sense it in him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold it right there! you saying Goro's a thief?
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition. Sure, I trust your judgment, but perhaps you're overlooking someone else, the true leader here. It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we were going to talk to the leader of the caravans. Yeah, someone named Todoroki.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh! Keep quiet. Live. Restrict.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived.
Good.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh! Keep quiet.
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully, you also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list.
Huh? The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But didn't Goro say glaze lilies? What are these? This box is packed so tight! Huh? What?
And...
Whoa! Ching...
So, did you...
Whoa! Look at all the ching.
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate. How about you? Foreign Trade Association? All right. In which case, I have a rough hypothesis.
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh no!
Huh? Wait.
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me Captain, do you remember us?
Hey, come on now. I gotta tell you, Captain. We all miss you. When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going to see General Goro and Her Excellency. We're fine. You don't have to worry.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia. And that was assuming the best case scenario.
You're one to talk. Don't forget why I fainted in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks, and it was only a mild injury. I had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? I got shot not by one, but 2 arrows in a row. The first arrow was to the left cheek, and the second arrow was also to the left. And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep.
Look on the bright side. At least we're still alive.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us. What brings you here, Captain?
Oh, these goods are all... Todoroki was the one who provided us with the intel. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravans, with Todoroki at the helm.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans. And his 2 sons are also our brothers in arms. Both received a special medal of honor from General Goro, which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now. What do they call that again?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous to begin with, and the land can't grow any crops. We have to pay a hefty price just to get basic food from outside. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now.
Oh, and...
Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended. Are you still a little confused? Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose.
Sir, please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here. So the question is, where did they come from?
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up at the beach.
You picked them up?
Well...
Be honest now. Tell me the whole story.
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't exactly steal them. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and we simply came and picked them up. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance to stash away the goods before we got caught.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. You expect me to believe that?
We just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is pretty intimidating. With his massive muscle and strength, he can scare anyone.
You really expect us to believe all this?
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their goods. I swear. I still remember seeing tons of Songo pearls and crystal marrow on that load. All nice and shiny, too. Whew, it was amazing. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day and couldn't hold off the pirates. This luck of ours.
Wait a tick. Pirates?
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a pretty lady with an eye patch. We had no idea how powerful she was. It was like boom, boom, thud. Only took 3 hits before she knocked out the boss.
A pretty lady with an eye patch?
Oh. Does this description remind you of someone, Paimon?
No! Doesn't remind Paimon of anyone.
Okay. And how about you? It appears that the situation is just as I suspected.
What?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning. Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow, hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well. The question of what important thing this island is missing. I can feel some connection to the question in Goro, Todoroki, and even to Kuda and Masashi. Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. Let's get some rest.
Who are you?
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizou, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit?
You can't just go around spewing such nonsense, young man.
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this. Get out of here, you little brat.
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki, so I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000. So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the scale or not?
What are you trying to say?
Well, nothing. All I want to hear is you personally confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Masashi! Tokuda! Arrest these people!
Huh? Todoroki, what's wrong?
Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine? Huh? Wait, it's... Captain? What are you doing?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Todoroki, this is the captain of Swordfish 2, one of our own.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? The long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here. I don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare disobey orders?
What do we do?
Well, what are you waiting for? All right, I see how it is. If you two won't do it, I will.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. But... here we go.
Wait! Everyone, stand down!
General Goro! You're here.
My apologies. Traveler, Detective Heizou. I wasn't telling you the truth. Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without her, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today. We mustn't raise our weapons against her.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow?
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still be smaller than just 1 carrot imported from elsewhere. You can't grow food or medicinal herbs here, and if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. You awarded both of them medals of honor, but did that save their lives? Can medals heal Tokuda and Masashi's wounds? No. It was the medicine that I got that saved their lives. If we detain them today, the Shogunate will never know what we've done. Besides, they're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again, and life on Watatsumi Island will continue to improve.
I understand, Todoroki, but they won't...
I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective here is a Tenryo commission officer. Forget it.
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill is introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I see. Man alive. I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fears at ease and I'll stick around here a little longer. You know, until the bill is introduced.
Huh?
Detective Heizou, are you saying that...
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
Come on, you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island. I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in.
Thank you, Detective Heizou. On behalf of the people of Watatsumi.
My pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, does it not?
Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogunate, but the traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, she is planning to visit other nations soon, and it is unclear if she will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, there's no need to limit her freedom, right? I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right,
Well, it's settled then. She will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of
I'll hold you to that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again, there's a chance I'll lose my cool.
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier, but today, I realized my poor judgment.
I'm glad you understand now. But, in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you. It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all, nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest.
I understand now. You really are an interesting person, Detective Heizou.
No, I'm afraid you don't quite get what I mean.
Wait! Paimon gets this one! It's the answer to your question, right? The one about the thing you sensed coming from Goro and the others. Now you figured it out!
What? The thing you sensed coming from me?
No, not like that.
Hey, Traveler. Could I talk to you for a moment? Besides...
Is Her Excellency recharging again?
Hey, there you are. Come here, look. It's beautiful, isn't it? Watatsumi Island. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken. Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present. I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, cover for me in the meantime, okay? It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway. Yes. Everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow because it's lacking a certain thing. But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. That missing element. That certain thing is what I sensed present in Goro, Todoroki, Tokuda, and Masashi, which is the true vitality of this land. I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air. Because even something that evaporates is not gone. It's still there, just in a different state of being. When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, when the land was harmed, its vitality evaporated and eventually found its place among the inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for. Anyway, thanks again. You know, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. Call me Grady, but of course, I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from evaporating safe and sound in my mind. That way, I'll always be able to remember these beautiful things. The beauty of Watatsumi Island, the people who are full of life and vitality. And you two, who were by my side.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you.
Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing.
Hi, Mom Betsy, but you know.
Oh. See, no, after that, interestingly, some people however, it was my intuition, so I decided, unfortunately, who knows? Nah, don't worry about it. So how would you like to partner up? Yes, of course, I understand. Well, so since we're already here, once everything is... Someone concerned about my... Alright, I'll accompany you back to the police station.
Oh, look who Listen, if you took any longer to...
You say that every time I come back.
Come on, would I ever lie to you?
What's that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikanoin. I see you finally returned.
Okay. I was just out...
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take any cases.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
We're the ones who brought Heizou back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Well, Madam Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate... Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us, that he had given the commission to the Traveler, and then...
It used to be that the Tenryou Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us. You've done it this time, Shikanoin. I think I've really seen it all.
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even pretended to be captured by Nobushi and treasure hoarders.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you were testifying for him, I suppose I won't ask any more questions. But since you're here, I have an extra favor to ask. I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly. I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Oh, yes,
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Here, take this letter of complaint.
Huh? Someone filed a complaint? That can't be right.
You must not be...
No, it really doesn't add up. Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of trouble.
Well, let me... Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, you'll find the desk where new case files are kept right over there. Would you mind helping me check what case... Of course, but first...
Who would give a... Heizou talk... What?
So, have you gone through the case files? Another dog's gone missing, huh? Anyway, I was hoping I wouldn't...
Alright then, tell us about...
It's from Songo. You can say that. Songo's complaint letter accuses me of abuse...
Concealing the truth.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright? Let's just go to the detective agency and talk...
Welcome back, Mr. Hay.
Maybe next time, Ryuji. Seems like somebody's...
Well, well, look who it is. The great I've been worried about you.
Uh-oh.
Let's not waste the travelers.
Fine by me. My request is simple.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission.
Wait! Hold on!
Several years ago, due to various factors. Also, after the incident,
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off, and...
Sango thought that later on...
Ha! That's what I was wrong about.
Come on. First, I joined the police. Second, pure. And lastly, once...
He's lying.
That's it. If she's willing to help...
Whoa.
Unless you don't trust...
It's not about whether the traveler's trustworthy.
The thought...
You have to swear that you will...
No problem.
Well, traveler?
Sango...
Money is valuable, no doubt. All right. You hear that, Detective Shikano?
All right, I got it. Come on, let's go back to the police station. All right, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archives to get the case files. For now, why don't you go and chat with Yoriki Owada over there? He worked on this case too, but... No, you're the only one Sure, she's just writing complaint letters. All right, I'll go get those case files.
Oh, hello there. The Ryuji case. Oh, so you want to reinvestigate that one. That was several years ago now, but I still remember it clearly. It's pretty hard to forget something like that. Especially when the victim was the head of this police station. His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He was really one of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryo... People will believe anything they hear. Ryuji was simple and not part... He's also hardworking. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him and decided to keep Ryuji by his side. Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really think Ryuji would do anything to harm him?
So, then why was Ryuji convicted? Even Paimon can tell that's a mistake.
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received his conviction. Moreover, it was signed...
What? Why would
I'm getting...
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada.
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been and Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring... So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki must have been planning it all along, that rascal. Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires... Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been too young. The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while—
You youngsters.
No, it's true. It's the only— They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsukasa clan. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo.
What do you— The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his trail. Probably because he knew it was only— Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. So, with Shiroyama dead, there was no one left to testify. Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician.
Hey, that...
Hey, I brought the file. So what really matters is the case files. Remember, you may find many clues during it. Also, if a clue cannot... Okay, that should just about do it.
Hold on!
Usually, you need to find two things from these clues. A proven motive and proven... Alright, you can go ahead and get started. So, what did... Sure. Let me know once you've made some... So, what did you... Sure.
Yikes! Come to think of it, Shiro... Hey, this is... Takatsukasa Isamu seems...
So, what did you... Really? You found the criminal's motive, and what clue reveals the criminal... Excellent. It is true that Isamu... But if you consider the Isamu was essentially implying... You don't really catch... Basically, these two... Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you... Close. The was it mixed with the... Sure. Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion? Close. Was it mixed with... Sure.
Wow. Yikes!
Next, which clue... So, what did you... Bingo! But is that really the Well, putting the poison elsewhere...
Add that to the...
Yep, pretty clear.
Yeah, it's pretty...
Oh? Well, what's bugging you? But regardless, the crucial element... Maybe the report was wrong. So, you may have heard some in less than a week, but anyone who buys the... So...
Oh!
Exactly. Ryuji escaped a...
Why was...
That's the wrong... Given the enormous...
Pressure?
The pressure came... How this became...
Ugh.
Fortunately, Madame Kujo... Just because she has never... Well, I've answered... I don't...
Huh! Right!
You tell me. Why... I was starting to think our investigation was about to... You're absolutely right. Why was the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? And where did the white powder...
Aha!
Don't you...
No?
Let's talk somewhere else. This is a quiet spot. All right.
Great!
It's not like you think. Look, just... Finished? The method used by the... That's correct. As a forensic doctor, then, this is the real...
Oh, that's awful!
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it. It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person...
Huh.
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the... It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around, and the Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with funds to study forensic... Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo-Sara put me in charge of building a case. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying in...
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along!
Let's review the whole case first. Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison. Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy, until the death sentence was stalled when it reached... In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two. And yet, he wanted to keep this secret form...
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic! We've got...
That would be practically... Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste.
But he's still innocent, right?
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But...
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. He's like an innocent child. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or why I left it. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him. To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous." But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special. So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or... Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. All right, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
Hey, Traveler! You're back already, huh?
We'd love to!
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the results, we might not have anything to eat later.
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Don't worry. Just tell us your...
Well, what do you know?
No. Impossible. Ugh. No, you little...
Sango, no accusation.
The truth is out and the case is... Well, I really owe it to you.
Hey, you're not...
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye? Oh, have they approved?
So, what is...
It's an anti-fraud...
Ooh, so it's a play?
You have to understand. It's hard to say. Maybe only a small number, and even then. But if even...
Alright,
I already have a couple...
Ooh, if we're going to the Grand Narukami Shrine, are you planning to recruit Miko for your play? She'd be really good at acting.
Heizou, what are you doing here? Don't play.
You still know me best, cuz.
Please wait here.
Huh, so we're not here.
I'm flattered.
Get the Traveler to ask her next time. She can do it.
Well, hello, Detective Heizou. It's been...
Hey, community service isn't all...
That's right. I was careless and found...
For the record, I'm not the one who technically arrested you.
Oh, come now, Detective Heizou. Don't pretend like you don't remember the part you played. You have a cold heart, Detective. Colder than... How would those...
So,
I'm here doing community... But in the end, so...
I helped you get...
Oh, come on,
Don't give me that. Listen...
Only 5 days? That's...
5 days not enough?
Hey! That's a day...
Oh, my mistake.
All right! And may I ask? No wonder you're...
Etsu, now's not the time. If I hear you talking like that to my friend...
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Well, now you do. Just be sure you're ready tomorrow. All right, on to our next candidate. Mr. Iba.
Oh, well, if it is...
Well, it's good to...
All right. You can forget it.
Are you sure? If you participate.
Huh? How did you know? You're Heizou's colleague, aren't...
Well, it just so happens...
Don't bring it up again. If I... Fortunately, young Heizou here...
Well, if Heizou was so...
Anyway...
Man alive. What should I do now? I already told... I'm sure it'd be beneficial for everyone.
You imbecile!
Come on now. How could I have known...
Why, you...
So you'll join us?
What choice do I have? All right.
Well then. We don't want someone too clever for this...
Not...
Oh yeah.
Well, we did just see a fun...
All right then. Oh, but knowing his reputation...
How about that, kiddo? My little prince of... Guess that means your Onikabuto is now my Onikabuto.
Ito! What?
Huh? Oh, Paimon, my compadre. This is a nice surprise. What brings you out this way? What? No, it's not. No, it's nothing like that. They let me look after their Onikabuto just for a little while for safekeeping, and then, once they've gotten stronger, they can come and take him right back.
You win some,
you lose some.
That's right, my little guy. Good attitude. All right, see you around. Yeah, bye.
There's just no helping this guy.
Oh, an anti-fraud event? I'll level with you, compadre. I have no idea what that is, but if you want me there, I can think of nowhere I'd rather be. Oh, except that there's this Oni Kabuto Battle Royale tomorrow night that I was planning on going to. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. No holds barred, winner takes home all the Oni Kabuto. And, as you can see, my Prince of Mischief has a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Do you think all of those Oni Kabuto together would be a match for my one?
Huh? What is this? How'd it get so big? What are you feeding this?
This is a small token we provide for VIPs. If you're...
Whoa, okay. I'm there. Wait a sec. You look familiar. Who are you anyway? And furthermore, do Oni Kabuto really come in this size? You're not trying to con me, are you? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm inclined to think that you're a contestant in tomorrow night's Oni Kabuto Battle Royale! Yeah! You lost to me in a previous Beetle battle, and now you're trying to get the reigning champ out of the way. Without Prince of Mischief to contend with, you'll be free to sweep. Am I right or am I right? Nice.
Okay.
Well, huh. You've stumped me there. you...
So, you're...
Yeah, see?
Then allow me to introduce...
Huh? Listen, Heizou, hombre, did you...
Eat.
What? Oh, gee, you're the guy who sells
A lavender melon...
I know what I saw, okay?
Yeah, that was me.
What? So,
Look, we're getting... And if you show up...
Deal. Done.
You'll have all the time in the world...
Okay. Because if I'm doing this, I'm bringing my...
He sure picks his moment.
Okay. So for this event, the main thing we ask is that you just relax.
Script? It sounds like someone's never seen the Arataki gang perform before, huh? Don't you worry, hombre.
You, don't need us?
You bet. I'll be there. I'm gonna...
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
It's almost time. Everyone ready?
Oh, I can't...
Let's get going, Heizou.
Emperor Oni Kabuto, hang in there, your highness. I'm coming for you.
It takes years to make a fortune. Okay. I'm delighted to have you all. To help everyone avoid becoming the victim of scam artists themselves, we thought we'd invite several VIPs with a lot of experience in this area to perform a little play with an anti-fraud message. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Heizou, Mr. Iba, and the venerable gentleman, Mr. Arataki Ito. Without further ado, let the show begin. It was just another bright sunny day when a distressed Miss Heizou brought her elderly grandpa, Iba, into the police station to report a crime. There, they were
Doshin Arataki!
Doshin Arataki?
Perhaps...
Yes! You are...
Oh, so I'm in the play. Right, yeah. Ma'am, can you tell who it was that defrauded your grandfather? Rest assured, the Tenryou Commission and I are here to bring them to justice.
I don't know. It was too late when I found out.
Doshin Arataki frowns as he realizes...
I am the Raiden Shogun. I am currently being held hostage by the crux...
It's the almighty Shogun!
But this is a scam, surely. I mean, 200,000 mora? Kinda lowballing it.
Well, I sure thought so, but Grandpa...
Well, then we gotta get it back.
Before I could go out to...
Doshin Arataki...
I am Miss Hina. I am currently raising funds to
It's Miss Hina.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 mora enough?
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki! Snap out...
Oh, right, yeah, no, yeah, because with Miss Hina... These con artists...
Well, anyway,
Doshin Arataki grabs the note and reads it aloud.
I am Arataki Ito. I was recently framed for a...
Must be a scammer.
Wait a minute. This...
Doshin Arataki follows Miss Etsu's gate.
What kind of whack job script is this?
So,
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never ask innocent people for mora and...
But just as Doshin Arataki is being overcome with righteous indignation...
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. We're gonna catch...
Even if you do catch them...
Oni Kabuto? Wait,
Oh, well... Grandpa's and we recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were swindled out of all... Right after we'd signed the contract, too! If we don't deliver these Oni...
Man, what's that saying? It's like,
Etsu, my dear, don't worry.
But then where will we stay? Please help us, Doshin. Grandpa's business is going...
I won't hear of it. As a public servant, I wouldn't...
I was going to say...
Oh, so that's what you were, yeah. No, it's not as enticing an offer as I was... wait, because if it's more than...
10,000!
What? 10,000? What the...
Please help us. As long as we get through...
10,000 Onikabu.
Doshin Arataki is...
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help. But 10,000 is, as a Doshin of the Tenryou...
That's great news, Master Art. What question?
The question is... Huh. Yo, Heizou, my...
Suddenly, he feels a strange...
Whoa, check it out! A check for 500,000... Miss Etsu, get this.
Thank you so much.
Doshin Arataki stretches out his hand. All he needs to do now is...
Master Arataki!
Wait.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught...
So, this is an anti-fraud...
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts to...
Since this is an anti-fraud event...
Is he about to ask the most...
I gotta ask.
This is it.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 mora. Enough to get an Electro Archon out... I don't know, seems pretty fishy.
Heizou! Ito's cheating!
Traveler, are you going to...
Aha! Etsu and Iba! So that's what's... You two are the scam artists. You put on this damsel in distress and elderly grandpa act to win my sympathy, then used a few cheap tricks to get my attention. Then you dangled the bait in front of me, waiting for me to bite. It's too good to be true, and that, you got a lot of...
Finally. Not only that, but he asked... I ask you all, is there... All right. Remember, stay alert, everybody.
So, how's my acting?
Hello?
Right. But, seriously,
Old tricks they make people who are behind on the time. Scammers cast a wide net. Sure.
Well, no more losing from now on. Not with me here to protect everyone. Music. Whoa! Hey, bud.
It's a figurine. So...
What? A figure?
Man alive, you seem a little... No, surely not. Really?
You little punk! Give me...
It's almost time.
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's get going.
Emperor Onikabuto?
It takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment. Okay, I'm delighted to help everyone avoid. Please join me and Miss Etsu, Mr. Iba, and the Venerable Gent. Without further ado, it was just another.
Doshin Arataki!
Doshin?
Yes! You.
Oh! Ma'am!
I don't know. It was too late when I found out. They took.
Doshin Arataki.
I am the.
It's the almighty Show.
But.
Well, I sure thought so.
Well, then we got.
Before I could go out to.
Doshin Arataki.
I am Miss.
It's Miss Hina.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 more?
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki!
Oh, right, yeah. These.
Well, anyway.
Doshin Arataki.
I am
Must be a scam.
Wait a minute.
Doshin Arataki.
What kind of whack job?
So.
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never.
But just as Doshin Arataki's.
Miss Etsu, don't you.
Even if you do catch.
Onikabuto? Wait, what was that about the, Onikabuto?
Oh, well, Grandpa is a major Onikabuto breeder in our village. We recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were right after we'd signed the contract, too. If we don't deliver these Onikabuto on time, Grandpa will have to pay huge damages. Oh, what are we going to do?
Man, what's that saying? It's like,
Etsu, my dear, don't.
But then please help us. Grandpa's business is.
I won't hear of it.
I was going to.
Oh, so that's what you were, yeah. No, it's not as intense. Because if it's more than, say...
10,000.
What? 10,000?
Please help us.
10,000 Oni...
Doshin Arataki is.
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help. But 10,000 as a Doshin of the Tenryou...
That's great news, What question?
The question is... Yo, Heizou...
Suddenly, he feels a
Whoa, check it out! A check for 5... Miss Etsu, get this.
Thank you so much.
Doshin Arataki. All he needs to do now.
Master Arataki.
Wait.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught his attention? Has it aroused his suspicion? Has he finally realized the truth?
So, this is an anti-fraud...
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts.
Since this is an anti...
Is he about to ask them?
I gotta ask.
This is it. Here it comes.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 mora. Enough to get an Electro Archon out from a hostage situation. Then... I don't know. Seems pretty fishy to me. Hey, come...
Heizou! Ito's cheating! He asked for help!
Traveler, are you going to...
Follow my heart. All right, then. 2 innocent victims, Miss Etsu and Mr. Iba, come to a Doshin for... There's only one possible explanation. Who's got 2 horns? With this fake check for 500,000 mora, I almost swindled Etsu and Iba out of 10,000 Onikabuto, the last thing these poor folks needed after the recent string of catastrophes they've faced. My mind is blown. Craziest plot twist. Miss Etsu, I'm afraid I can't let myself give you this fake check. But I will do everything in my power to raise 500,000
What the?
Oh, jeez.
In the end, Doshin Arataki listened to the voice of his heart and narrowly avoided being defrauded in his own. But regrettably, he failed to ask the critical question. I ask you all, is there such a thing as free Onikabuto? Free Mora? Or, thank you all for watching Heizou Talks Fraud. Don't get greedy and you won't be needy. Stay...
Wait, my man.
Maybe someone should have read...
What? Huh? Darn, I can't believe they got...
Well, you still managed to...
Yeah, but...
Guessing it wasn't your first time either.
It was such...
The trick is a common one for a reason. But
how am I gonna protect my gang?
Don't blame yourself, old chap.
You too, hombre? No way!
Oh, no, it's the truth.
Wait,
That's just it.
What? A figure?
Yeah, and...
So you really were conned, dude! Let me... gotta say, although I didn't get my Emperoroni Kabuto, maybe I'm sharper than I'm giving myself credit for. Great minds think alike, so... Hey, by the way, compadre, looks like you're the only one out of the three of us who did... But you better watch out. We got fooled, not because we were stupid, but because those scam... I want you to have this figurine, as a reminder of the fact that today... Hey, I hope that whenever you see it, you'll remember how cunning those con artists were, and how difficult it was for Heizou and I to see through their schemes.
Yep, that's right. No one will ever manage to con you.
Hey, Traveler! You're back already.
We'd love to.
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if...
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the
Don't worry. Just tell us...
But how? How could this be?
Huh.
Ryuji...
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomachache.
Sure, of course.
Oh.
I didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Just give him some time to himself. I think he'll eventually...
I'm still a little worried, though. What if he doesn't come to work tomorrow?
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango. You need some time to process all of this, too.
Ah, you're here. I guess he can handle a lot more than... But as of today, it seems he went over to Natsuke no...
Let's go find him then.
Before you go...
Oh. All right.
Look! There's Ryuji! kid, too. Uncle Ryuji, was my...
Of course. Takatsukasa Isamu was...
But you look so old.
Well, I'm still your brother.
Huh?
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh?
We're friends with your big brother Ryuji, and with your...
Oh, really?
Sure.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I don't want to grow up too soon. Yep, I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before...